Hello everyone, back with me again Joseph, your host, and welcome back to our channel and the Saint's Story for Kids. In this episode, we are going to meet another saint, which was a pope. His name is Pope St. Leo IX. Pope St. Leo IX was one of the most active popes of the Middle Ages. He worked hard to fix problems in the church. He traveled more than any pope before him. He visited cities, held meetings, and called people to live better Christian lives. He was born with the name Bruno of Igesheim Dagsburg. Some people call him Saint Leo, or Leo of Alsace. He became pope in the year 1049. He did not wait in Rome for change. He went out to the people and the leaders of the church. Leo wanted to bring the church back to holiness. Many church leaders at the time were not living good lives. Some bought their jobs, others broke their promises. Leo tried to stop these things. He led with both kindness and strength, told the truth, even when it was hard. He believed the church must be clean and faithful if it was going to lead others. Though he lived long ago, people still remember his work. He is honored as a saint because he gave his whole life to serving the church. So friends, let us take a look and dive deeper into his life story. Leo Ix was born in 1002 in what is now France. He came from a noble family. His family had money and land, but they also had strong faith. His parents taught him to pray and follow Christ. He showed love for the church even when he was a child. He learned quickly and was sent to study. He became a priest while still young. He was wise and kind, and people noticed this. He was made Bishop of Toul when he was only 24 years old. He served there for over 20 years. He helped people live better Christian lives. He also worked to bring peace during times of war. As bishop, he gained respect in the church, and he saw him as holy and smart. This is why when the pope died, others looked to Bruno as a good choice to lead. When he became pope, he took the name Leo IX. He was ready to serve not from a throne, but with his feet on the road. Well, the church was in trouble when Leo became pope. Some bishops paid money to get their jobs, some priests were married, even though they had promised not to marry. Others did not teach or serve the people well. Leo wanted to stop this. He held church meetings, called councils. He had called bishops and priests to these meetings. He told them to stop taking money for holy things. He told them to keep their promises and serve with care. He did not stay in Rome. He went from place to place. He visited Germany, France, and Italy. He spoke to the people. He taught them what the church should be like. His voice was strong and his actions were clear. He also worked with monks who wanted to help fix the church. They prayed, studied, and helped others. Leo gave them support, believed their way of life could help bring the church back to faithfulness. He was not afraid to speak out. He told kings and nobles when they were wrong. He showed that the Pope could lead not just by words, but by example. One of the biggest events during Leo's time was the split between the Eastern and Western churches. This is called the Great Schism. The church in the West became the Roman Catholic Church. Church in the East became the Eastern Orthodox Church. The split had many causes. There were old fights about words, rules, and leadership. Leo wanted to fix things, but it was not easy. He sent men to speak with the church leaders in Constantinople, which is now Istanbul. The talks did not go well. Both sides were proud and did not agree. Words turned to anger. The two sides broke ties with each other. They would not share the Eucharist or pray together anymore. Leo died before the final break, but the letter his men brought caused harm. Some blame him, but others say he tried his best. He wanted peace, not a fight. Even though the split happened, Leo's goal was unity. He believed that all Christians should be one. His efforts still show his care for the whole church. Pope Leo IX died in 1054. He had been pope for only 5 years, but he worked hard during that time. People remembered him for his strong faith and his courage. He did not sit still. He went out to lead the church in person. He was named a saint in 1087, just over 30 years after his death. People already saw him as holy. They believed his life showed the goodness of God. They prayed to him and told others about his example. His feast day is April 19th. On this day, people remember how he helped renew the church. He is honored for his love for truth and his work for peace. He is also known as a protector against evil. Leo IX is remembered not for riches or power, but for service. He walked, talked, and worked with the people. He wanted the church to be strong in faith and action. He left behind more than rules, gave his life to make the church better. That is why he is still honored as a saint today. Pope St. Leo IX was a pivotal, reforming pope who reshaped the medieval church. His legacy offers several enduring lessons on leadership, integrity, and humility. Here are some lessons that we can take from his life. Number 1. The power of humility. Despite being handpicked by the Holy Roman Emperor, Leo IX refused to accept the papacy until he was freely elected by the clergy and people of Rome. He famously entered the city as a simple barefoot pilgrim rather than a powerful ruler. Number 2. Courageous reform. He spent his short 5-year papacy traveling extensively to personally confront corruption. He is best known for his fierce opposition to simony, which is the buying and selling of church offices, and for enforcing clerical celibacy to ensure the clergy's spiritual focus. Pope St. Leo IX also reminds us that the church is not perfect, but it can be better. He saw many problems in his time. Some priests were not doing their jobs. Some people were using the church to get money or power. Instead of giving up, Leo worked to fix what was broken. He believed that the church belongs to Christ and should live like it. Number 3. Administrative zeal. Leo transformed the papacy from a local Roman office into a truly international institution, empowered the College of Cardinals, turning them into a group of intimate advisors who helped manage the universal church. Leo also cared about unity. Even though the church split during his time, he wanted peace. He tried to bring people together. We also need to work for peace in our own relationships, even when it is difficult. Unity takes work, but it is worth it. Number 4. Learning in adversity. After being captured and imprisoned by the Normans, he used his 9 months of captivity to learn Greek so he could better understand and dialogue with the Eastern Church. Number 5. Holiness in the everyday, beyond his political and ecclesiastical battles. Leo was also known as an accomplished musician and a deeply disciplined man who valued asceticism and personal piety. We can learn from that. In our lives, we also see things that are wrong in the world, in our homes, and in the church. Like Leo, we are called to act, can speak the truth with love. We can help others stay faithful. We can also look at our own hearts and ask if we are living the way we should. His life reminds us that true authority is rooted in service, and that meaningful change often requires leaving one's comfort zone to address problems directly. Now, friends, let us end our session today with a simple prayer. Inspired by the life of Pope St. Leo IX, dear Lord, you called St. Leo IX to lead your church with the heart of a pilgrim and the courage of a reformer. Grant me his spirit of humility, that I may seek your will rather than worldly honor. Give me his boldness to stand for what is right, and his peace even in times of trial and captivity. Help me to live with a sincere heart, always working to bring harmony and integrity to the world around me. Amen. Thank you, friends, for watching and joining me in the story of Pope St. Leo IX. I hope you can learn a thing or two from him. If you enjoyed this video, please do like, share, subscribe to our channel for more faith-inspiring contents, reflections, and stories of our saints. Take care, everyone. Stay safe and healthy as usual. See you next time, and may the Lord bless and keep you always.